What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Montreal Diecast Cafe, everybody. And, last night, I had the monthly meet. Past few times that I've been to the monthly meet, there really hasn't been a lot of stuff. And you kind of get to this point in your collecting that you become a little bit more choosy with what you're getting, okay? And this happens throughout your years of collecting. Happens a lot. You tend to want to go for other things or this and that, and you go for newer models, or you go for older models, or you go for red lines, you go for black walls, whatever it is. And, well, I guess I'm at a point in my collection where, funny enough, Walmart's or Mattel can't keep up with me. That's pretty funny to say, but they can't seem to put stuff out fast enough for me to buy it, and that sucks. Like, my Walmart is still stuck with the B cases of 2026. I can't find jack from the C case or the D case or premiums. We still have the Myers Manx warming those pegs from the boulevards from months ago. I think 6 months ago. And whenever the new stuff does come out, it seems that Walmarts don't put out enough of it, or there's just more scalpers than there ever has been in my lifetime, because it seems that stuck makes it on the pegs, and half an hour later, everything's gone. You cannot seem to get to Walmart on fucking time, okay? And it gets annoying. So you have to try and find other means to find your niche for your collection. And what I have found is that it's a lot of fun to hunt down older stuff. And, well, it seems to be a little bit easier to find some of the older stuff. And you never know what treasures you're going to find when you look for older stuff. Anyhow, with that being said, I did pick up some stuff at the monthly meet. I did pick up some stuff from elsewhere as well. I did get something really, really, really special. And this is a kind of funny story, guys. You may enjoy this. Now, you all know, well, I'm sure most of you know that I do work at a diecast store. And the diecast store, sometimes we buy people's collections that they want to sell. A lot of Hot Wheels, thousands and thousands of Hot Wheels people bring older Hot Wheels, which is the best way to get my older stuff. But anyway, the other day, I was standing at the cash at the store, and I'm just looking. And in front of where the cash is and where people pay, we have a huge rack of Hot Wheels. Okay, they're full pegs of Hot Wheels, and they're all old Hot Wheels. And for a couple of days, I'm looking at the pegs, and I'm thinking, there's something different on these pegs. What is it that's different? And it's just not hitting me. Well, yesterday it hit me, and it hit me good. I see this car right in front of the pegs, and it's been there for a few days, and something just didn't look right to me. Well, it was this. Now, anybody who knows anything about older Hot Wheels, well, you're going to know that this is a treasure hunt. This is a 98 treasure hunt, guys. Okay? And it is not marked anywhere on the package treasure hunt. Usually it says treasure hunt right here, limited edition. But it's not. It is an error, and it is a treasure hunt. Now, I'm pretty sure about it. I mean, I've checked the web completely, and I'm just going to show you guys fast here. we'll just, and we will just check out this eBay. Well, not eBay, sorry, Wikipedia. And there you go, guys. That is the car. And it is supposed to say Treasure Hunt and Limited Edition. It is the exact same number, 10 of 12. And it's 10 of 12 on the computer. Can I enlarge this? Let me just see if I can enlarge this. No, I don't seem to be able to enlarge it. I wanted to show you guys. Let me just take you off the stand. Just for shits and giggles, everybody. So you can see, right there, number 10 of 12. Okay? So, this one here, my friends, this is an error. It's the exact same car and should be a treasure hunt. Now that is pretty crazy. So sometimes these little treasures are staring you right in the... And sometimes it just takes a little while to click with us. So I found that really, really interesting and pretty cool to find this little guy. Obviously I already have her opened already, but it is an error card, and I guess I'm going to keep it like that. But I found it cool. Anyway, my buddy did pick up from the new Fast and Furious set. We got the Honda del Sol. Very cool. This is a set that actually I'm debating whether to finish. Okay, because the last set that came out, the Fast and Furious with the Eclipse, I did not buy the set. I only got the Eclipse, and I left it at that because every other car is an exact identical repeat. And I'll be honest with you guys, I think I'm kind of finished with the repeats. I'm fucking done. Honestly, I'm fucking done. I as much as I love Mattel, as much as I love collecting, I'm just not the one that's going to give money for the same goddamn cars all the time. Not going to happen. And this is going to be the day that I'm finished being a completionist. And it'll be the same with this set. I will hunt down this truck. I will hunt down the RX-7 since it's a kind of chase, and the Del Sol. But the Lamborghini in black and the Chevelle in red ain't happening. I'm just not going to do it. I'm done. I'm really, 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 really done. And it's going to help my collection a lot, not being a completionist, with repeats. It's going to help me a lot to save a lot of space. Okay? You know, I've always said it, guys. It's not the size of the collection that makes things amazing. It's the quality of your collection that makes it amazing. And not only that, it's really how you interpret your collection. Because let's face it, guys. Your collection is for you. I like to see all these cars, yeah. But do I want to see 15 black Lamborghini Aventadors? No. I see one and I'm good. I don't need 25 red Chevelles. One. I'm good. And that's the way it's going to be from now on. I'm done with the repeats. I've had it. Almost as much as I've had it with scalpers. But anyway. I did get my hands on, and it's a little rare. Well, not rare. It's brand new. I mean, there's probably tons of them out there right now, but it's a little rare that this casting actually makes it. It is a Toyota RAV4, guys. Okay, I drive in the winter. I have a Toyota RAV4 hybrid, exactly like this. That's my winter car. My summer vehicle, obviously, is my Harley. You guys know that if you follow my channel. But this is the second release of this casting that I found. And the other release was Atomica Limited. So Matchbox has finally come out with it. That is really, really cool. So now I have two versions of the Toyota RAV4. And you know, as a collector, we all like to have cars that we've had. This is probably what gets you into collecting in the beginning, is to have that car that you've had. So we build our collections on that as well. But as it is, none of these that I've showed you so far are bought at the monthly meet. And I'll be honest with you, I really didn't buy anything carded at the monthly meet, which is a little bit rare. I bought a bunch of loose cars that I thought were really cool. And buying loose cars, excuse me guys, excuse me there, I have a certain section of my Hot Wheels room that's dedicated, well, I like to call the museum, because I like to have certain Hot Wheels that just people don't see often, from red lines to black walls, black wall trucks, whatever it is, blue cards, cool classics, anything in that nature, pop-up, crack-ups, whatever it is. I like to have cars that are just, you don't see all the time, whether it be fantasy castings or just your license casting, but that's just different. Now this is what I call the museum, and these are things that I find are treasures, finding these older vehicles. Like this, for instance. Here's a Hot Wheels casting that you just don't see often. It's on black walls, fantasy casting, and very different. Just really, really cool built. This one was called the Landlord, guys, okay? I've never even heard of this casting. The Landlord, okay? And you can see the spoiler, what's there. I mean, it's just a crazy, crazy looking casting. Completely different than your average castings that you see. Here's another one. This was, I think they were called flip-ups or something like that. They would flip on the track because you've got two levers on the bottom. One here and one here. And I think these would catch something on the track and make the car flip. Okay? Really kind of something, well, a bit different. Here you go. You can see it here. This, you got to flip it over. And then when you engage this, and this is Hot Wheels, guys. When you engage this, it would flip that piece over again. Okay? Really, really crazy. And just something you don't see often. I mean, really, really super, super cool. Another one. An older Jaguar. Pretty cool. Pretty cool color. XJS written on there with a Jaguar walking across. I mean, that is pretty awesome. 1977. Here's another one. This is an older Matchbox. It's the BMW M1, guys. This is from a Leslie Matchbox. They're quite large, these castings. Did have the opening piece. Just something different. And you didn't see a lot of these BMW M1s, guys, from Matchbox. I got something real special. Now this, I'm sure a lot of people don't have in their collection and haven't seen in the collection. This is quite awesome. I have a Made in England by Leslie Matchbox Series number 22. This is going to be the oldest Matchbox I have in my collection. And, well, let's just be honest, I've never seen this before in my life. And it also gives you a reason why Hot Wheels came in, okay? But check this car out. I mean, this is early 60s, guys. Check the door gaps. They are perfect. You can open the doors, they still work. Check that out. Closes perfectly. Trailer hitch. Plastic, but hidden by metal. So the interior is part of this hook. And check those wheels out, guys. This is why Hot Wheels came in. These wheels would do nothing on a track. Hot Wheels destroyed these. But such a cool casting, and so old. And check out the paint. I mean, this has really got not much damage to it at all. She is in super shape for the age it is. Just incredible. Very, very rare. And these are the kind of things I like to find. I've got another one here that's probably a little bit more common, but just still a strange looking car. I think it was called the Solstice, if I was not mistaken, on black walls. I mean, check out that solid metal base, guys. Just so cool. And just so different. Another beautiful, beautiful piece, guys. You know, I've been trying to pick up the classics lately. I've been hunting them down. So I did manage to get GTO. Very, very cool. I managed to get my hands on the another Pontiac GTO, actually. Very, very cool. But how many of you guys remember this in the classics? The Studebaker. Wow. That is something really, really cool. I have not seen one of these in, well, pretty much forever. This is the first version of this Studebaker that I'm adding to my collection. And I'm damn well excited about that. I do love adding castings to the collection that I don't have. That is the fun in collecting for me. But anyways, I have those to look at. And I also have, well, like I always say, this love-hate relationship I have with RLC is beginning to be more of a hate relationship. Simply because, well, they don't want to ship to Quebec, and it's a fucking hassle. Now, is it that much of a hassle to stop collecting RLCs? It's starting to be for me, okay? Because if I've got to go and get them off of scalpers all the time, I'm thinking from now on, that RLC's got to be something special for me to pay that extra for. If Mattel doesn't want to send it to me and they don't think my business is good enough, well then, I think I'm going to start telling them to go screw themselves. Okay? Honestly, that's as far as I'm getting now. But as it is now, I'm still the sucker and buying RLCs off the secondary market. I've got the Supra. And the reason I suckered up to this Supra, and I waited on this Supra, I said, I'm not going to buy it, I'm not going to buy it, I'm just not going to do it. I have the blue one. I said, it's good enough. But when I saw that green, I said, damn it, Mattel, you do it again. It just looks so cool in this green that I had to take it. And, of course, we're going to say, oh, no, not another one. But yes, I have bought all the Datsun 510s. Okay, I mean, any premium Datsun 510 I've pretty much got. I'm only missing one, I believe. From the, I think the Vintage Racing or something like that, or Racing Series or whatever. I'm missing one, okay? But I was a sucker and I bought this one too. And I had to. I've got, well, all the RLC releases of this guy. So I finished it off. But anyways, we're going to open up these two RLCs and we're going to check out the blue one from the Supra. And we're going to check out the other 510s that I got from RLC. And there are a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 510s that RLC has released so far. All right. So, hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. Please, if you do, smash that subscribe button. It's free, guys. Costs you nothing. Helps me out a ton. I know I'm not a peg hunting video, but I do show everything that comes out in 164, or at least try to, on this channel. So, with that being said, and another thing, by the way, guys, I have a lot of comments. When I do Hot Wheels videos, I've got tons of comments of people saying, oh, you know, I'm fed up with Hot Wheels. Oh, there's so many nice brands out there. Guys, I don't know what's up, but I've just posted a video of a massive haul of Mini GT, and it doesn't get as many views as my Hot Wheels videos do. So you guys out there complaining about Hot Wheels, I think you just like complaining, because you guys aren't checking out videos on other brands that I do. I don't know. Should I stop doing the other brands? Maybe not do the videos. I don't know. You guys are going to have to let me know in the comments. Because, I mean, I don't see too many people out there opening up 10 to 15 brand new Mini GTs and Kaido houses and this and that. And they're not getting that many views. I don't know. You guys got to let me know if you guys want me to continue with these Kaido House and Mini GT stuff. Because as I look at the views, it doesn't seem to show any interest, guys. So maybe I'll just close it up and just do Hot Wheels. You guys got to let me know. All right? Anyways, till next... Well, I'm not ending this video. Let's check out some Hot Wheels. Yes, Hot Wheels. Let's get to it. Okay, everybody, let's start off this showcase. We will start off with, first I want to open up this RAV4 Matchbox, everybody, okay? But before I do that, I just want to show you guys the Tomica version. And this is the Tomica that I've had for a little while. And as I said, this was the first Toyota RAV4 that I found in 164. And since then, I haven't seen any others. So I'm quite surprised to see that Matchbox has come up with one. And quite happy about that, actually. But the Tomica version does have the opening trunk, whether it stays open. Yes, it does. It has the opening trunk and does have inserted headlights. Tail lights are painted, but it is still a pretty cool version of the RAV4. Let's see how the Matchbox adds up. Now, it is a nice green, that's for sure. Probably not the same. This is the TRD RAV4 2023, and it is pretty nice. It does not have any opening parts, but it is still pretty well done, to be honest with you. Looks like Matchbox did a pretty good job on it. We do have side mirrors, which is definitely amazing. Very, very cool. Actually, it is now a good time to see. I think Tomicas are built a little bit bigger than 164. Now, you guys will let me know in the comments, but you can see there's quite a difference in size from the Matchbox to the Tomica. Now, we do know Hot Wheels is not 100% scaled 164, but Matchbox, I'm not too sure if they are or not either. You can see there's a bit of a difference on the size, though. But still, pretty cool version indeed. Very cool. Has the sunroof. And you've got front and rear details, which is awesome. So not too bad for Matchbox. We do have two RAV4s now. Pretty awesome. Okay, next one. Brand new casting from Mattel. We have the 94 Honda Del Sol, and this looks to be a pretty cool casting indeed. Let's get the trusty scissors and let's cut her out of her prison. And there she is. And it's actually a pretty good looking casting, to be honest with you. It looks like they did a pretty good job with this one, Mattel. It's good that they did it in white to start, so you do see all the detail, which is very, very cool. But like I said, guys, I'm done with being a completionist. I've had it with the repeats. Just can't do it anymore. So we'll get the Del Sol, and we'll get 2 more from this set, and the other 2 will leave. But not bad. Not bad. That is great, great casting. Okay, now let's get into my love-hate relationship with RLC. And, well, you know, we're going to start off with the Datsun 510. Okay, I do think these colors are pretty cool looking, so I am a little bit excited about that. But let's go through the ones that have already come out. These are all RLCs that I'm showing you guys. And this one here is your olive green. Very, very cool. Now, it's not in any order, guys, that RLC had put them out. But just to say that these are all RLCs. I think one of the latest ones was this guy here in the Brie livery, which was also a very, very cool one. But Mattel has always had a problem with the Datsun with the opening hood. You've got that huge, huge hood gap. That is really big. And sometimes you just see it better on other cars than you do on, well, other ones. We will notice that as we go through these. Here's another very cool one in its gold colors. Looks to be a lot like the one that we are going to open up today, to be honest with you. No, not really. No, not really. Sorry about that. I thought it did. Not quite. But it was also very cool looking little Datsun. And as you can see, the hood gap here looks a little bit... no, it's still huge. One in Golf. Very nice as well. As you can see, these 510s get a lot of love. Very cool looking. Then we got this one from the early Real Riders series. Very cool. Beautiful, beautiful Spectraflame blue. Actually, a very sought after casting, this one right here. Quite pricey on eBay. Then you've got, this was an RLC dinner car, I believe. I believe that they didn't sell out completely at the convention, so they put it on the RLC. I think the week after. And that's where most people got these, so I added it to the RLC list. Even though it pretty much is a convention car. Pretty cool, and it's pink. And now, we have the 7th family member to the 510 Datsun. Let's get her out of her prison and take a close look at these phenomenal colors. I do like this purple color, to be honest with you. I think it's a pretty cool color for this little guy. And it looks to be, I don't know if they fixed that gap or if it's just the color that doesn't show it as much. But as you can see, it looks like that hood gap is a bit more closed. I think it's got to do with the color. I can see the light between it. So it's probably the same size hood gap. There's your, does it open more? I don't really want to force it. But you do have engine detail. Very cool. And it just looks pretty good in this purple, to be honest with you. That is a pretty damn good looking color. And that is exactly what attracted me to this RLC, is the colors, you see. Not too shabby though. Not too shabby at all. So that is your 510 RLC family. Now, we're going to get into the Supra. And obviously, the first release of the Supra was in this gorgeous, gorgeous blue, which I really didn't think that they were going to be able to get, well, very much past that. The good thing about the Supra is that you do have that removable top, which is pretty cool. It just gives it that extra little bit. And it just looks pretty awesome. And also you do have the opening hood, which is a definite bonus. So this car did get quite a bit of little extras to give it that something special. Let's see if we can get that hood open for you guys. There we go. As you can see. And I always thought that was pretty cool. You got two moving parts on this, which just add that little bit of extra to the car. And there is a specific way to put this back on. I believe it's like this. And there we go. Now, then we will let this one spin while we crack open this emerald green one. I'm hoping that's as good as what I thought it would be. Anyway, let's see how she looks. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful green. I must say, this is a beautiful green. I'm not disappointed at all. And here it is. There's your engine detail right away. As we can close this puppy up and show you this really gorgeous, gorgeous green. This one actually might beat out the blue one for me. And that's what I always hope when it comes to RLC. I hope that the next version blows out the version before it. Because at least if it does that, it'll justify us picking it up. And of course, it does have the removable roof as well. Just to give that little bit of oomph. Now, how cool is that? Very, very beautiful version of this car. And yes, I think it beats out the other one for me. You guys let me know in the comments as well which one you think is better, the blue or the green. Not too shabby at all, everybody. Not too shabby at all. Anyways, that's it for those pickups. I will spin the loose ones that I got right now, guys, at the end of this video with a little bit of music, just so you guys can see them. But I've talked enough about them at the beginning of the video. So I'll be bidding my farewell. And until next time, be safe, be well. Happy hunting, everyone. Ciao.